Welcome back, folks. MTG Joe here. Today we're going to be continuing to explore. We got Explore Anthology 2, a bunch of new cards into the format, and each day we've been trying out a different deck in the Explore Best of 3 format to see what works, what doesn't, just playing with the new cards, having some fun, getting closer to some Pioneer versions of decks. Notably, we've played thus far, if you want to catch it on the channel, Mono Green Devotion, Mono Red Burn, as well as Golgari Elves, so you can catch that in the playlist, as well as we'll go over a meta breakdown early next week and go over basically the stats behind it, so not just my gameplay, but accumulated stats to see what's working, what's not. So what we have today is the most budget deck possible. You just use all your rare mythic wildcards, but we're going to try out Enigmatic Incarnation, Fires of Invention, Enchantment, Wishboard, or like Enchantment, one of Toolbox, Tribal. So deck's built around Enigmatic Incarnation. 4 mana. It's basically like Birthing Pod, but for enchantments. At the beginning of your end step, you can sacrifice an enchantment, and then you get to go search for a creature with mana value 1+ that and put it onto the battlefield. We're pairing that with Fires of Inventions to get free costs, or like free casting out of stuff. And we're going to try to cheat some stuff into play. And so how we're doing this is we got a bunch of cheap enchantments. Omen of the Sea, Bitter Reunion's a new one. Lets us discard draw, get some haste to kind of combo or like kill out of nowhere. Omen of the Forge is removal. Card that we got in the Anthology is Nylea's Presence. So this kind of seems like a bad card, but it works really well in this deck because it's 2 mana, enchantment 1. It replaces itself, which is great. It enchants a land and makes the land every basic land type. So that fixes our mana in a 5-color deck. And it also turns on Domain, which means we can cast Leyline Binding for 1 mana off the Nylea's Presence. With Leyline Binding out, despite costing as little as 1 mana to cast, it will allow us to sack and get a 7-drop, because on the board it counts as a 6-drop. So we can cheat into play Agent of Treachery, Titan of Industry, or Coma Chameleon. And then we have some Meat Hook Massacres. There's a lot of Mono Green Devotion, Spirits, stuff like that. Little creatures, let's sweep them up. Then we got just, this deck's like one of Central. So Archon of Emeria, good against like Mono Green, creates, like Rakdos comes into play tap so they can't chain multiples together. It makes it so they can only cast 1 spell per turn, limits the effectiveness of their pop-off turns. Moon-based Cleric lets us search for a specific enchantment, particularly the Enigmatic. I'm playing 2 Skyclaves. So I took a list off Pioneer and made some changes, and just I want to play some cards, so I want to try. Very good against like Old Growth Troll, the Planeswalkers, Hidden Karn, stuff like that. Glasspool Mimic. We got a lot of Enter the Battlefield style effects. Let's copy them. What's better than 1 agent? 2 agents. Callous Blood Mage is just a flexible card. Let us draw, exile graveyards, or just create another body. Fable the Mirror Breaker, it's an enchantment, it's a creature, draws discards, there's a whole bunch. A card I want to try out, there's 2 cards in here that I want to try out, just to see how they play in the Domain Shell. We have Llanowar Green Widow. 3 mana, 4/3, Trample Reach, and Domain, we can bring it back from the graveyard to the battlefield. Costs 1 less for each basic land type we control. So with Domain, it gets reduced by 5, so for 3 mana we can keep bringing it back from the graveyard. So something I want to try out. It's also Trample, that's good against like Catavan style decks. Deputy to sweep up stuff, Knight of Autumn, just a flexible card. Renegade Rallier works really nice in this shell, because what you can do is you can sacrifice one of these 2-drops. With Enigmatic, you get Rallier. Rallier enters the battlefield. Revolt was triggered, so then you can bring it back. So it's kind of like rebuild, reuse, recycle kind of value. We have an Archons of Sun's Grace that makes a bunch of flying Pegasi that can go over the top flying and try to get some damage in against green. They only really have reach in 1 creature. Kenrith as a mana sink, especially good with fires. Tolsmir and his friend, the Wolf. Voja. Removal, life gain, kind of 2 bodies in 1. Another card I want to try out is Sphinx of the Clear Skies. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I want to try it out. Ward lets us draw cards based on Domain, kind of Fact or Fiction style. Very well that these can be cut like this. And the Green Widow, Zur was another card I was going to consider. Sometimes they play the Scarab God in the slot here. There's a number of cards we could try out. You're playing 1-ups, so it works out pretty well. Don't ask me about the mana base. I copied it off the internet. Is it right? Is it precise? I don't know. In Pioneer, they have Chained to the Rocks, which is a 1 mana enchantment that lets you exile and equip it to a plains. So you'll see a higher density of plains in the deck to support that. And then we are playing check lines to kind of accommodate. So the mana base, I copied it off the internet. Then the sideboard. Mystical Dispute. Spirits is a terrible matchup. So Mystical Dispute, Rending Volley to deal with spirits. A couple cards I want to try out. Archon of Absolution is good against go wide strategies and can just stonewall mono white if we run into it. Phyrexian Fleshgorger is another card we can get off of the leyline binding, and it's good in terms of like aggressive decks. Portable Hold is just early removal, rest in peace for like Greasefang, and then Temporary Lockdown. While you would give them everything back, this is one of those cards where breaking, like in case of emergency, think Cat Oven, you sweep up their whole board. Against like all elves draw, stuff like that, it might be worth it. So we're gonna give it a shot. I've never played this deck before, so we will see how it plays out and find if it works or not. Let's go to Explore. Enigmatic Fires, let's go. So the key card of the deck that we really want... Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, we're a Yorion pile too. So that's how we're fitting everything in here. Slaps Hood of Kar, you can fit so many 1-ofs in this deck. Hopefully opponents think we're control, so they kind of board accordingly. This hand seems fine. We have 3 of our 4 colors. Okay, so they're on Sacrifice, probably Anvil. So we can go Omen of the Sea here. Probably get Archon. If they go Anvil, I can't quite... Okay, if they're just disputing there, it's not bad. So I need the blue source here. This deck's going to be annoying because I gotta like keep track of my mana. So red, I have everything except white. This will get me my white next turn. So this is a matchup like you can see Temporary Lockdown will do pretty well. Wouldn't mind a Fires of Invention. Don't want either of those. So I think with this one, I might... So I have a couple options. I actually like getting Archon here, just because it'll let me start gaining some life. Mind you, we don't have any enchantments in hand. I can sack the Omen. Omen can get Deputy. Or, oh, they climb there. It's annoying. Knight of Autumn. Knight of Autumn, you can blow up the Fable, which isn't bad. Oh, shit. This is a weird version of sack. Get rid of Skyclave. Here's Tolsmere. How do I get rid of that? Skyclave doesn't hit it. I mean, I can keep blocking it with the Green Widow. Probably just getting rid of land. Okay, so we got to try to get Deputy out. So I think here, so I can get the Green Widow, can Deputy a Detention, just kind of reset it for the turn. I think we do that. It's not the best play, but Can potentially slow them down here. They'll draw some cards. They can easily kill this Deputy of Detention. You don't see Corvold that often. Most lists are completely off Corvold. I have Tolsmere here that I can use. I can go Omen here. Probably gonna have to Glass Pool Mimic. So no blocks here. They can sack that and then kill. I have one white source. I can shock in here, hit Tolsmere to hit the Mayhem Devil. Bloody Betrayal as well. It's a weird version of sack. Okay, another copy here. So I have Skyclave. Don't love doing this, but need to fight this. Get Arkin here, because then next turn what I can do is I can copy Arkin and then cast Omen of the Sea and then Renegade Rallier it back. So they can Blood Tithe to kill my Arkin here. Renegade Rallier is... Oh, they get Corvold back. 2 or less. I think I'm okay here because I can keep... The cat's going to be annoying because it's going to draw him a lot of cards. I need to get Agent. I do need to kill this though, because this and this is going to be annoying. I'm not going to block this because they could have a burn spell. They could have like Voltage, but if they have Voltage, okay, they just go Deadly Dispute here. Might have been playing Scared. I don't know. Could be wrong. Okay, so we have Nylea's Presence. So we're going to copy this. Going to cast this. I need to find Leyline Binding. Kind of want to land. So then I need to get... So no attacks this turn. So we're going to blow up the Fable here. They're drawing so many cards. I can deal with the next Fable as well, which is fine. I can go double Enigmatic, but I need to find my Leyline Bindings. Or Fires with Kenrith. I'm very scared if they have Mayhem Devil, but I feel like they would have gone Devil here if they had it. Croxa. I think I have to go Nylea's Presence here. Oh, they don't go Croxa. Yeah, this is real unusual list. So the only way they... Oh, I guess they have green here. I was just about to say. So we probably have lost this one, but we're getting a good feel of what's in their deck. Problem obviously here is so leyline binding lets me steal okay. Can do it for 2. No, but then I'm dead. So I can do that. I can meet Hook. So I can shock. Because I need to get rid of... I need a white source. So I gotta shock anyways. But I guess I can sack this, get it back, draw a card. Or I can shock. Because the problem is this enters, sweeps, and then I get the trigger. So I can guarantee next turn I get leyline binding. Which is probably the way. Or I can Renegade Rallier, get it back. I think we just go Bless Cleric here. Okay, we just gotta survive this turn. Might have been wrong to attack, but I might have to throw Arcan in the way. If they get a Mayhem Devil, I'm probably dead. Yeah. We're probably going to... rely on killing stuff, so they can sack that. They have enough blood that it kills this, but that forces them to get rid of it. That also doesn't mean they get the sack. So let's see. That's my only flyer though, so I'm forced to block there. Block there. Block like that. Okay, so they sack there. That means they don't have a devil. Don't bring back Croxa. Just one turn, no Croxa. Okay, so that gets rid of my meat hook. Sad times. One, two, three. So not quite enough. I can bring Yorion to hand, but I just lose it to the Croxa. The nice thing is they tapped out here. So I'm just gonna wait. The reason being, so I can go Coma, but Coma's really awkward. So they're gonna draw more cards. Can we deck them? They're at 18. Now I get some value here. They do have just like Fables to no end. I think I still have one more meat hook in the deck. But if I can draw land, then I can blink. Ah! Now we're dead. That thing is so annoying. Rest in peace. Flesh Gorger, whole lockdown. Take out Bitter Reunion. Probably don't want the Callous Blood Mage. Archon of Emeria seems bad. Sphinx, it's a flyer. We're not going to use Coma here. Titan could have some utility. Maybe 2 Rest in Peace. Temporary Lockdown's fine. Moon-based Cleric's fine. Trim a Forge. Forge deals with their early stuff though. Maybe just get rid of Sphinx and like, I still want my 3 big drops. This has reach at least for every turn. Skyclay still has some utility. The problem is like everything's good here. It's what do we cut? Maybe it's just the fires. Try it like that. Opponent drew so many cards that game. Corval presents a very unique angle of attack. It's hard to deal with. Okay, so this hand's pretty solid. Okay, so I take my Fable. Knight's actually pretty solid, can deal with an oven. Probably just blow that up right away. Definitely blow it up right away. I already committed to it. Otherwise, we would have held for fires. So they can get one loop here, but I'm okay. So if they don't bring the cat back, that means they have a devil in hand. So they don't have a devil in hand. The proper play there, I think, on their part anyways, is to still hold the cat. Because if you draw a devil here, they just have another oven. It's fine. We can set up Yorion Blink. So I'm going to start like this. Enigmatic's also nice, because then I can get rid of this oven. So next turn I can fires Enigmatic. I can get potentially, I want to keep the Skyclave in here, I think, so I'll probably get the Deputy of Detention. Okay, so they miss lines, which is nice. We might just go value play with my 3 drops. I can get Renegade Rallier. I think taking the oven though, because that gives the ability. I have 2 Skyclaves. I just want the oven gone for good. Okay. So the next turn I can Yorient a hand, blink everything. I can also just cycle this. And then I can start setting up Renegade Rally. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's actually very annoying. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, opponents had enough. Clear strategic gameplayery. I don't think we change anything. So I had Kenrith that turn that I could have got and then just used all my mana. The Flush Gorger still requires Ward to tax, so it's probably still better than Coma. Can technically exile their graveyard, but they have cats anyways. I don't think I want to do that. I mean, when they don't cheat out Corvold, like a turn or 2 early, we stand a chance. Okay. Hand is good. Insulated from Thoughtseize. We have Leyline Binding. That in hand's a little annoying. Going to be searching for my 4th land here. More aggressive drop from the opponent. Could have shocked this in, but I don't think it's worth it. Try to find like temporary lockdown. If they have like Omnixless, it's bad. Okay, that's a good sign. So I can just try to get Titan of Industry. I think we go bottom. So I can do Deputy. Deputy can exile the thing. but I probably don't want that. I can search up the deputy. Oh, come on. Nothing like drawing 2 of your 6 drops. I'm actually gonna try to get the cat, I think. So if they bring the cat back into play, I'm going to exile the cat. Okay, they don't. So that means that they have Devil. So they do the loop. I have to shock in here too. Need to find temporary lockdown. Six, that takes me to 4. So I can Skyclave, I can Deputy, I can Moonbase, but it's not enough. I can Knight of Autumn, gain 4 life. That puts me to 6, I die. Otherwise, I can exile, I can blow up their oven, but then they steal it, I'm dead. I can Skyclave Apparition, their thing, they steal it, I'm dead. I think we just have to gain 4 life, hope they don't have claim. I'm dead to claim, like, anyways, but that's fine. So I'm not going to be agenting this game. Can put Savai back. So I'm gonna just Kenrith here. I can use my mana next turn to gain life. Okay, that actually works out pretty nice. Because they left me an opening here that I can kill their cat and gain 3 life. Maybe? I don't care about go blanks. Alright, stole that. Alrighty. It's a long ass game. I don't think I want to grind another long one there. What I will try maybe is a quick best of 1 version for folks. So what do we want for best of 1? Greasefang's more prevalent, so we're going to want the Rest in Peace main. Coma's probably fine, so let's cut the Sphinx, because Sphinx doesn't do much here. Probably this Green Widow also kind of sucked. Also this Bitter Reunion kind of sucked. So probably bring the rest in pieces. So bring 2 rest in peace main. That'll lock them there. Have the deputies have that. The removal's fine. So we have Greasefang we need to deal with. We probably need a little bit more removal. So while we have the Nylea's Presence, the Archon of Emeria plan could probably work. There's going to be maybe more spirits, so this has Flash and can deal with most of the spirits threats, so that's probably fine. We can go Portable Hole. I think we're okay. Let's try it like this. The other card, because there's probably going to be an uptick of mono white aggro, I don't hate the Archon of Absolution in the main board. The only thing is we only have 1 3-drop to tutor it, which is Fable the Mirror Breaker. And do we really want to sack a Fable? Like, Archon is good even if you just draw it naturally. We could. We got the Agent package here. Agent Stonewalls. Let's try it like this. Best of 1 time. I went from playing like mono red, we're in the same like video length. I got like 3 matches in. The Green Widow and the Sphinx could probably be other things. I don't know if we want Scarab God or just like maybe Cavalier. I'm just thinking something that can like fight something or blow up stuff. Sounds pretty good. I could dump the agent. Mono green. You know what? I screwed that up. I thought this was coming into play untapped. Oh, they're aggro. Well, if I could get this Archon out, I might be okay. But we are taking 7 here. Might have to just set up... Well, Fable can block. A little bit of an awkward hand. Especially because I have the Trampler here. I need a land. You are not a land. You are land. So 7 here. Oh, so you actually don't cast as I wanted. So I can Fable the Mirror Breaker, but that seems bad. Let's hope for the best. Don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me. So the thing is, if they fight here, at least I get 3 life. That's 8, 11, 12. So worth noting that so we would have been dead if we didn't play it like that, but our hand was just awkward. Can't really do anything here. So Ketria Triumph doesn't get the discount that we want. We'll just queue it up again. I guess I could have Yorioned to hand Leyline binding 2 things, but they had enough threats at that point. Our hand was just a little awkward there. Had I cast on curve, I should have played the Sun Petal Grove tapped, then I could have omened, tried to find the other land, but Steam Vents is one of our few lands that doesn't work there. Even if we had like that Glacial, I just wasn't paying attention to the mana base. That was on me. And I think if it was like Mono Green Devotion, we have a little bit more time. Okay, this hand's fine. Nice selection of early interaction. Wish we were on the play. This matchup's terrible. Activate Spirit. Omen! Omen! Get omened! Give him a hello back. So I want to try to get him to tap out here. This is where the problem is with this matchup. If I could draw maybe another Omen. Okay, so I think I'm largely okay with lands. I need to find either another Omen. Okay, no counter. One time no counter. One time no counter. Draw with Spectro Sailor. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's happening. Get there. So let's draw a card here. So I don't know if auto order triggers is on, but we'll give it a shot. So I'm just gonna cast Rest in Peace here. I'm gonna sack it. So we'll draw a card here. This also gives me a good flyer. I want the Fable so I can get Archon of Emeria. We are going to sack Rest in Peace because it doesn't do anything. Probably just get this, get Leyline Binding. That way I can get Titan of Industry. So I can probably bait the counter out with this Fable. Okay, no counters, another nice line here. Probably just chipping in with both these. So we are going to get rid of you. That's even better. You got it. Probably play out one land, and then I'll cycle this. I mean, could they ever beat Coma? They might have bounce, makes it a little awkward, but I can play with 7 lands. Coma next turn. Let's just get Titan if they want to bounce Titan. I'll gain 5 life. How's that sound, opponent? Might be worth just playing another Yorion main in the spot that we saw. Because I need like Shacklegeist here to really be able to do anything. I'm setting up my Fable plus Titan of Industry line. Okay, so they did find the Shacklegeist. So they can start chipping in for a couple points of damage a turn. But I can use Deputy to get rid of it. Okay, a lot of lands there. A lot of lands. So let's start off with Omen of the Sea. See what we draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are gonna go Coma. See what they want to tap down here. So this could become a 4/4. Okay. I'm just gonna Skyclave Apparition the Shacklegeist. I mean, if they want to double block, I'm happy to do that. Like, they take me off 1 here, but... Here's my Coma. So I can go Arcan here, but it's probably just get rid of this. I can start scrying next turn. That seems better. This game's dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. Like, they could chip in some damage here. I'm not too worried. I have these Comas that I can tap down something. So let's set a stop there, set a stop there. Sack one of these. Yorian's a serpent. Okay, so we see the other rattle chains in. So they don't even have good attacks here. And now my deputy can get rid of both the rattle chains. I think I'm interested in finding another good card here. Knight of Autumn doesn't really do much. Enigmatic. I mean, I could sack it and just get a 5. I could just get Kenrith and win the game. So I'm going to do this now pre-combat, because if I exile something, then they have those. But here they're kind of stuck where they have to get rid of some stuff in combat. So now I can just chip in with everything. And they have to block with these rattle chains now, so now I can just get the Shacklegeist out of the way. Or they're just dead. Alright, somehow beating spirits. So if you could sneak fires down, you're in a great spot. That mono green deck kind of curb stomped us, but our mana was awkward. It's a cool deck. You can do cool stuff with it. Definitely is one you got to pay attention to your mana. And is definitely not a budget-friendly deck. But I'll post both the versions of the deck list, best of 1, best of 3, and kind of go from there. So in any case, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great one, and stay safe out there.